I'm starting here at the two sheds. The one shed's behind it. So this is where you would begin. This is down the hill, and now I'm gonna go up the hill. And there's several different ways you can go up the hill, but I'm gonna go the easiest way, through the National Forest. Now, starting to go straight forward, you could just pull up and then, you know, kind of swing around past this tree. I'm gonna turn right here. But you swing up past that tree, get back onto this road here. And here we go. This is Elk Ridge Subdivisions. It's in Conejos County, just a mile out from Magodi. So just pulled out of my driveway. This is County Road 9. So County Road 9, it's not well maintained, but it's pretty easy living. And yeah, the rig has driven out here twice, so getting to here is no longer a problem. It was hard to find the place, and then when I found the place, this road here, if it keeps going, I'm gonna turn right, but if you turn left, that's County Road 9. You got some deep arroyos over there. So instead, we had to make our own road. So this road is going to go to the connector road. I don't know what this road up here is going to be called. It's not County Road 9 anymore, but we'll just call it the connector road to the National Forest. So we drive up this little shortcut, and then as soon as we get to the top of it, it gets back to the county roads, not to the not well-maintained county road. Right, like I said, no big deal. I was able to drive here and back, right, so twice. But I'll tell you, I guess I'll just let this run without narrating the whole thing. And I'll just point out what I did. I moved some rocks from one part of the road to another part to fill in a ditch, and then I trimmed a pine tree too. Because there's only one part that I feel like I think it'd been okay, but just to be on the safe side. Alright, so now we're on the connector road. Right? No big ditches. The other big thing that you gotta worry about are these pine trees. Now, if they're just on one side, right, you got all the room in the world. But if you got two pine trees, you got a pine tree squeeze. Well, those limbs don't just easily bend. Just at the ends they bend, but they get pretty hard. But there's no pine tree squeezes, and there's only this one ditch up here, which I filled with rocks. And I went up 20 feet, pretty level. It's not graded, but I'm okay with it. But let's, all right. So if I would have gone the other way, it'd been more back roads, and this is basically like driving on 285. This is like driving on 17. It's almost like driving on a nice paved road. So you can kind of see it right up here. There's gonna be like a, just a second. Oh, my arm's getting tired. So. Alright, so we're coming up to the hill. Ooh, I cannot believe how tired my arm is. Just holding it up. So I'm holding my left hand, so I apologize if it's a little shaky. Alright, no problem, no problems, no problems. You got a whole ledge over here, right? No problems, no problems. This right here, right? So I'll put all these rocks in it, so what you do is just drive right on the rocks. Boom, 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 boom. Stay on the tracks. Right? And then there's this pine tree up here on the left. I just trimmed it a bit because you wanna hug the left. So I'm gonna drive right next to the pine tree. So that would be the biggest, I think, hurdle. And then this is pretty smooth sailing on the way up here. I think, I don't know, you'll see. There's a metal grate. When you go into the National Forest, there's a metal grate. But it's spacious and it's metal, so I don't think there'll be a problem there. I grabbed all the rocks from right here and then just took them down the hill. So you're welcome, Conejos County. I made your roads better. This road, even though it's still, bumpy, it's better than what it was. Alright, so now we're about to enter the National Forest. We're leaving the county, and here's that metal grate. Alright, plenty of room. Bump, 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 bump. And then you're done. So just kind of a speed bump. And then look at this. Talk about pavement. I don't think you'll have any concerns about the National Forest. But just to allay any concerns. Because I'm not using them sheds. I mean, I used them when I first got out here and they got some things in it. But I built my little house at the top of the hill here. Not here, but soon to be here. And yeah, I just got all my stuff strewn about and it's disorganized, so to have some storage space, like I said, I got a little house, but it'd be nice to have, my two sheds. I got dogs too, so my little shack. I got puppies, so there's 10 lives, 11 lives, and 10 dogs plus me in that little shack. I could, use one of them sheds as a dog house, as a kind of dog house. There's a bunch of uses, and because it's down the hill, I've been wanting to get this done pretty soon, but the hunters have just been swarming about. But I feel like, God, it's been 2 weeks, I'm just gonna get some work done. I forget what I was gonna say about that. There's like tubs out here, some water work tubs. You can hug the left on this, right? So. But the federal government, they got some sort of waterworks out here where they're collecting rainwater and they're putting it in tubs for the wildlife. when hunting season started, I'm gonna say is a blue truck. A blue truck went straight for the water source. Where do you get your water from? Tap water? It'd be like me standing by the kitchen sink and be like, aha! I knew you was gonna want some water soon. Aha! So yeah, I was trying to be respectful of the hunters, but you know, I gotta get work done, so I went ahead and fixed that road and trimmed that tree. And if, you know, I'm only one man, so, but there's work, you know, that I could do that, like I said, I feel like you got this, man. You got this. If you can get that thing down the hill, you can get it up the hill. There's a national forest here, so this is where they should be hunting, but they're hunting on the BLM land and on those private lots over there by the county where we just came from. A little bumpy, but you know, if you take it slower, I'm kind of going a little fast here. It's all right. So that was a hunter. I've never seen him before, I don't think. I've never seen a white SUV with a black top on it like that. So yeah, just nice rolling flat hills. Yeah, I mean that one little spot there, like it's a little steep, but I feel like if you know, before you get to the bottom of the hill, you give it a little speed, hang to the left. I don't think you'll have any problems. You pull right up, and there's no way you can get it caught. I mean, don't go too far to the right. But since I went up 20 feet, so. You could drive over those rocks, you know, on the right-hand side pretty comfortably. So on the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. Another metal grate at the end here, same exact one, so it's just bumpy. I was thinking space-wise, but they're angled right outward, so should be no problems. A little bumpy right there. There was space on the right-hand side. I think that'll be okay too. I mean, he drove it down. He went through that arroyo, the one on the County Road 9. So I made that shortcut because County Road 9 is, unless you got a truck, you cannot drive through County Road 9, and I didn't feel comfortable sending I don't feel comfortable driving it myself. Not that much. I've only driven it a couple times. If you take your time, it's no problem. But you're leaning on one side like to the extreme, and then you're leaning on the other side to the extreme. And I guess it's fun in a way, but yeah, that was, you know, one entire side of the truck inside an arroyo. And then the other side of the truck inside the arroyo on the other side. So, just bumpy, really. And you see that you got, well, it's flat. It's flat everywhere over there, so. See, there's another path right there. I'm kind of taking. Right, if you go straight, this seems a little less bumpier, but straight. Best way to point A to point B is a straight line. Boom! 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 Getting close to, so we're out of the National Forest, and this is the Bureau of Land Management. There's some households. You can go down the mountain this way, but I hear that's a 9.5. But there's some households over there on the valley on the left-hand side, but I prefer the right-hand side of the ridge, frankly. I did pick the right side of the ridge, the correct side. Little bump here, and then we're turning right, and then we're basically right here. I have yet to cut the fence. It's just a barbed wire fence. There's 3 strands, so when we're en route, I'll cut the fence. But here's the corner of my abode. It says beware of property. You also got the National Forest. They put a landmark right there. On the right-hand side is the National Forest, and on the left-hand side is me from right here. So I was just gonna cut this fence right here. So this wide fence right there, and then you just drive right there. You see all that flat spot? You know, there's a little driveway, and then it's all flat right over there to the left. I'm, you know, back there in the trees. I got 2 spots that I want. I got it raked out and flattened. If it doesn't work out, then we could just, you know, set it more apart from the shack where I built the shack. So there you go. That's the pathway from down the hill to up the hill to my place.